well in demand, the Summer of '99 Tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 Tour.
The Grizzlies, Grannies, and Grandpas have the right moves and are currently looking for new members to join their team for the upcoming season. These soulful seniors are a fan favorite group throughout Grizz Nation. You do not have to be a grandparent, but you must be at least 50 years old with personality, rhythm, and passion for performing. If that sounds like you, then we want to see you on Sunday, June 29th. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information.
With a knockaway.
Good defense.
Durant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
That's no show. Let's go.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
What should the Grizzlies take away from this Western Conference Finals matchup?
The Grizzlies need more quality depth. Not just depth, quality depth.
Well, what the Memphis Grizzlies can learn and take away from the Western Conference Finals is you can't talk about it, you got to be about it.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to GrizzBeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
For Jaren Jackson Jr. in 7 years to have the following resume is very impressive. Second team all defense this year. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's a 2-time first team all defense, 2-time leader in blocks, made the all-rookie first team back in his first year in the league.
You left off Defensive Player of the Year.
And Defensive Player of the Year.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt, live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
The other thing that came out this week that we were talking about innovation and Nike and all that, they dropped these $900 hyper boots that
900.
I mean, they're a recovery shoe apparently that you wear after sports, whatever.
Who's buying it? Because all the athletes that we see, they're going to get seated this. So who's going to actually pay $900 for this?
The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Live from downtown Memphis, this is the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, here's your host, Chris Vernon.
Here we go. It's noon on GrindCityMedia.com. It's Chris Vernon Show. Welcome. It is the Monday, June 2nd, 2025 edition of the show. Today on the show, big weekend as we did have the NBA Finals get set between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Indiana Pacers. We'll go through what happened as the Eastern Conference wrapped up. We've got until Thursday until that thing is going to get started. We'll go through the finals. We'll go through everything that happened over the weekend, including Scottie Scheffler, including some baseball, some hockey, some basketball. We got tons of stuff to get to. We'll get you ready for the week ahead. It's a Monday. It's beautiful out. Smile. Let's do it. Turn it up. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good day. All right. Ton of stuff to get to. It was a busy weekend, and we did have the NBA Finals get set as the Eastern Conference wrapped up with the Knicks dropping their Game 6 to the Indiana Pacers. So we now have Oklahoma City versus Indiana, the NBA Finals that everybody predicted that we would have. In fact, nobody predicted that we would have. Before I get to anything, I welcome John Roser to the show. John Roser, a.k.a. the Cologne Ranger, the Body Spray Bandit, in your sack. Johnny Backpull, Johnny Bearcat, the Grim Roser, John Asparagus, Johnny Nick Harv, John Lance. He's Yogi Roser. He's Dr. Thunder. He's John Purdy. Hello, John.
Hope everybody's tapped into the new Plaque Boy Max dropped over the weekend.
Who?
Plaque Boy Max. So you're not up on game. Okay. Great lyrics. Hella bees on a yacht. Bad bees taking shots. Everything I see a dime. Everything I want is mine. It's from his new album, The Five. Plaque
Devin
Boy Max,
Walker's here.
everybody.
He's the microphone mangler, Senor Quasadilla, Mr. Math, Navajo Joe, the reporter, the photographer. He's Sir Hiss. He's Walker 93.
Dude, you see what I'm wearing today, bro?
The Cam Ward Titans jersey.
I may be the only person in the city with this jersey, by the way. So, yeah, shout out to me.
Unbelievable that you've ditched Shador for Cam Ward already.
I can't
that's
buy a
crazy.
Shador jersey.
Why?
Whoa.
Why?
Okay, I'm not. I can root for both, bro.
Why?
What do you mean? I just
Why
can't
can't
find
you
one.
buy? What do you mean you can't find one? He had like the fifth highest selling jersey.
But no, I got this one because I got a plug, bro. I'm tapped. Roser, tapped in.
You tapped in?
I'm tapped in. Somebody hit me. They hit my line. Said, "Yo, Dev, I got this Cam Ward jersey. We just got him in. I know you want it." I got in the whip, pulled up. Now I got it.
What? NFL.com?
No, bro. It's not NFL.com. I'm not telling you what my plugs are. What's wrong with you? But pause. But yeah, I'm waiting for him to get the Shador jersey, and I'll have that one too. So I'm just saying, we gotta support, man.
You got to get the Travis Hunter Jags were the Travis
I'll
Hunter.
have that one too.
Yeah,
those are the three I'll probably get.
That one go hard.
You sound like that Drewski video, bro. Can you stop? See that Drewski video?
What happened? Why is he?
He's been around me too much.
Why is he doing this?
Like he's like
it's a Monday. We're trying to start off with a reasonable show here. And he's like, tap in, get you up on game, where to plug at. Like, what is his problem? What is he doing?
He's the Drewski video.
What is
in real
happening?
Life.
What is happening?
He's the Drewski video in real life.
All
By the
right,
way,
can we,
ain't no DH gate about this, by the way. People talking about
If you know,
this
you know.
DH gate.
No,
Oh my God, third street.
I'll show y'all
They
the
said
tag.
you're third
Hold
street.
on, I'll show y'all
Wait,
the tag.
oh
This
my
is-
God.
Come on, bro.
I seen that guy on TikTok, and he's like, get the dupes, get the jersey
we don't
dupe.
buy no fake
you're
jerseys.
If that was
third
DH
street.
Gate, it wouldn't have been here by now.
Thank you, Rose.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been here.
Devin Walker does not buy fake jerseys, bro. Get out. Get out.
That wouldn't be here till like November.
Exactly. After the season.
Yeah.
Super Bowl already happened.
Do you remember that? I bought that one. I bought that Oklahoma State one off. Who was it? It was
Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, I bought it
before after week 1, and it got here for the bowl game. I was like, what?
That ain't happening, bro.
It's already over.
It's tough.
They say that your jersey's not authentic though.
I'll show you all authentic.
Wow, that's crazy.
I got some authentic for you.
That's crazy. All right, let's do 10 things.
I love 10 things.
Shut up.
What happened?
Play the music,
The
dumbass.
music won't play.
What are you talking? Oh my God.
I'm serious.
Oh my! He literally has one job. He's been spouting off the whole beginning of the show. He has one job. One.
Music.
He has one job, and he's like, oh, I can't do my one job. I was too busy on dropping slang for the beginning of the show, and now I can't do what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh my God!
Now you're gonna blame the computer.
Wow.
No.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
No.
Seriously, look at him. Look at perplex. Can you just zoom in as much as you possibly can? Like, seriously, no, I want ultra zoom. I want it all the way on his stupid face. He has one job. Look at him.
Look at him.
Perplexed.
He's thinking so hard.
Look at perplexed. Why won't it work?
What if the music
Why won't it work? As soon as we get to summer, he just checks out.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I don't know.
I don't know. Bro, press the button.
I literally pressed the button and it says sound file not found.
Oh
What do you
my
mean, sound
God.
file not found? Where did it go?
Unbelievable, Roser. Look at him.
Where did the file go?
Zoom in. Can you get tighter on his stupid face, Jalen?
Jalen, get tighter.
Number 1, the Pacers won the Eastern Conference. All right, so the Pacers won the Eastern Conference by virtue of beating the New York Knicks on Saturday night. Settled in and watched this one on Saturday night, and look, we would have had a game, would have been Game 7. We'd be talking about a Game 7 getting ready for tonight, but the Pacers not going to let that happen. Ended up scoring, it was 58-54 at halftime. Mm-hmm. Close game, like really good game. This is exactly what I wanted, but there was a little bit of that feeling of, hey, this is going a little too fast. This is moving up and down. And, we said it was going to be as simple as, what kind of pace are we playing? Are we playing a full court game or are we playing a half court game? Because we're playing a full court game, that is obviously in the Pacers' favor. And what's going to be interesting is to see, as we're going to get to the finals matchup here in a little bit, like that is where they dwell, and we know the stats that they are undefeated when they've scored over 110 points in this deal. And their only losses are when the score has been kept low. And Oklahoma City, while they have an amazing defense, it'd be interesting to see if this turns into track meets against them. Now, in the second half, really, honestly, I know that this has been a series of comebacks, but by the time it ended in the third quarter, I was like, all right.
Yeah.
Like,
I
they
thought
were
it was wearing on them. That pace was wearing on them. You could tell.
They scored 34 in that third quarter. So when they came out the gate and won the third quarter 34-23, I was like, uh-oh. Knicks are in trouble. We're not getting a Game 7 in this one. Plus, I will say this, amazing crowd in Indiana. My God, they were out for blood, as were the Indiana Pacers.
Someone told me that was there in the Indiana area. They said every time Indiana hit a three-pointer in that game or something happened, fireworks in the city would go off.
Oh, wow.
So the whole city was lit.
Wow.
They're like, every time they hit a three-pointer in that game, they would have fireworks going off in the city. So they would turn.
Well, and the crazy thing is, you look at that Knicks starting lineup, and it's minus 17, minus 15, minus 17, minus 18, minus 18. I mean, it was bad. And meanwhile, on the other side of it, Indiana it feels like everybody that they are putting in the game is contributing in a big way. Obi Toppin comes in, and he's banging down shots.
Thomas Bryant hitting trey balls.
Thomas Bryant, who I suppose only oh, wow. Thanks for doing your job 10 minutes late.
Look at him. Stop worrying about Cremo Max and worry about your music, Roser.
Yeah.
Whoever talking about who the artist is called.
Look, Thomas Bryant, who got in because of that injury to Tony Bradley. And it's like, hold on now. If Thomas Bryant, like you thought the roof was going to come off when he was knocking down those corner threes. I was like, are you serious? 3 for 4 from 3?
Yeah, you even got some like small minutes from like Jarris Walker before he got hurt. Like they were playing everybody, bro. They threw everybody out there.
No, and
they were wearing on the Knicks.
And Nembhard was an absolute demon on defense.
So I got the percentages. Jalen Brunson, because he was picking up 94 feet.
Yes.
Like when he got out the car, he was in his shirt. Versus Jalen Brunson in that as a primary defender. Jalen Brunson shot 38.2% from the field and 30% from 3. Against Donovan Mitchell shot 23.3% from the field, 16% from 3. In the first round before Dame got hurt, 23% from the field, 14% from 3. That's Nembhard's defense.
Wow.
As a primary defender.
Now I will say this. He was great.
Yeah.
I think that you know how we said that you always remember the game you let get away? I was wondering about this because we have talked about this in many different occasions over the years. When you lose a playoff series, very rarely is it the last game that you remember. And I do think that the game 1 is going to be the memorable one that they let. But then that happened in game 1, and then I think as the series played out, it ended and you didn't get the feeling, okay, the Knicks were actually the better team, but a miracle happened in game 1. Like that had enough time to play out and like you watched it and I don't know. I think the Pacers, I think this is the rightful team.
Yeah.
I think this is the rightful team and like you go back and you look at the stats, the best record post January 1st in the NBA is Oklahoma City Thunder. The second best record in the NBA post January 1st is the Indiana Pacers. You know what I mean?
Best offense versus best defense, right?
Yeah.
Pace versus
and they were
chaos.
and they were like, look, I thought they proved themselves and to be able to, they dropped that game 5, but they didn't screw around with game 6.
No,
you know, we talked about,
I was like,
hey,
no
this
chance.
is a little dangerous to play this on the punting of the game 5, playing guys low minutes. Okay, my team doesn't have it, all that kind of stuff. Because we saw earlier in these playoffs, the Warriors did that, and next thing you know, they drop a game 6 at home, and it's like, oh, now I'm playing a game 7 on the road. And that could, and I think most people understood Indiana had to take care of business in game 6. You do not want to go back for a game 7 in Madison Square Garden, especially after losing 2 games in a row. Yeah. And they took care of business. Give them credit.
Shout out to Pascal Siakam, bro. I know like a lot of people like forgot he was in the NBA after he left Toronto and won that championship. But the dude like reminded folks like in this series like just how cold he was. Like 31 in the closeout game, got the Finals MVP. Even though Tyrese thought he was gonna get it, you saw that video.
That video was so funny.
Tyrese thought he thought he was gonna get it, but Pascal Siakam reminded folks, bro, how cold he was in this series.
I honestly think Halliburton should have gotten it
for sure.
I mean, so they.
He had like an 8-piece though, bro.
Huh?
He had a game where he had an 8-piece.
I understand, and I know it's a counting stat thing, but I mean, look. I know this is Tyrese Halliburton really did think he got it, and he should have.
He's like, move out the way, everybody.
I am of the opinion, unless it is, I was listening to Bill Simmons talk about this. Unless it's totally overwhelming, the best player should get it. You know, and it's like that team without Tyrese. That team, it's not winning like it did without Pascal. They're both important.
Yeah.
But one of them is way more important. Like, he makes the whole thing go.
Yeah, he's an engine too.
Right?
Yeah,
he makes that whole thing go. And he was fantastic when it mattered most.
Yeah, also, I wonder, though, if part of that is just that it's like 9 people that vote? Like, I wonder if it was 20. If you had 20 voting, probably Halliburton wins.
Well, and they said, from what I gathered, it's 9 people that vote, and it was 5-4.
Yeah.
Oh, so it's close.
Yeah, it was 5 for Siakam.
Oh, yeah, no.
So it came down to 1 vote.
Our guy, Tim Bunton.
There's only 9 voters?
Yeah, 9 voters for it.
Where do they find? Like, are they the people that are
I
there?
don't know.
I think the people that are covering the
That
series,
makes sense.
yeah, they're there.
I mean, someone
They're
used to
at
call
the
him a
games.
blade, because remember we used to call him circle button.
Yeah.
One move.
But he does. But hey, I'll tell you this: he finishes,
bro. Finishes.
He finishes
around the rim, like around mid range.
It's a perfect tandem. It really is to have him, because the other thing is he beats everybody down the court. He does. If you know, they punish them for playing big lugs, right? We talked about this where it's like, all right, if you want to play big lugs, You saw Oklahoma City punish you for playing big lugs like Gobert and Randall, and then you saw this team. It's like, hey man, if you want to try to do this Towns Mitchell Robinson thing, we will run off of makes.
Yes, bro. 2 passes. We out here.
I posted this video.
Oh, that's the voters right there.
Okay, there's the ones. Okay.
Jalen, see if you can find that video of Vernon posted where it was off a bucket. And it was 3 passes to
off
a dunk.
a make. I'm watching the game and I'm like, this is insanity.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, they fly.
That was off a make. I posted the video, Jalen, if you've got it. I posted on Twitter as I was watching the game on Saturday night. Like, I was just in absolute awe. I don't think the ball touches the ground.
The thing is, that happens so often with them, bro.
Look at this.
Look, that's the drill you run in practice,
1,
bro.
2,
3. To a dunk.
How?
That's the shit you run in practice, like that transition
And that's
stuff.
Siakam.
Yeah. Yep. He take off right now.
That's the thing.
He's gone right now.
He can beat everybody down the floor. He is fast.
Yeah, bro.
He beats everybody, and he gets 8 points off of those
And
every night.
And it helps you have a point guard like Hallie who's gonna look up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of point guards get the ball and they look down and dribble. Hallie gets the ball, he's up.
Well, that is one
Get
of
off
the
the
lessons. You watch them, it's all guys that can dribble, pass, and shoot.
Yep.
Right? Malleable, can switch.
Yep.
You got guys like, Nembhard didn't, or I'm sorry, Nembhard, you were talking about the stats with him and Brunson.
Mm-hmm.
Nesmith wasn't right.
Yeah, he was. He was hurt.
He couldn't be.
Yeah.
He couldn't be the dogged defender that he has been. But Nembhard, it's like, what a luxury! Okay, this should kill you if you don't have this guy. And this is true of Oklahoma City as well. It's like, okay, Dort doesn't have it. Okay, well, we'll throw Caruso on you. We'll throw Jalen Williams on you. We'll throw whoever on you, right? Like, they both have all these guys that are so switchable and can do so much. And it's like, your screen doesn't help you. That's the big thing. You watch this team, and it's like the screen. They are targeting. They are just finding guys on one end because the screen helps them.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's like, where are you, Brunson? Where are you, Cat? Like, your guy's going to be the screener every time, right? And you watch the other end, and it's like, you're screening off to what? Another guy that can move his feet.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's
There's
so
nobody
versatile.
look. That's the one of the lessons that we're learning by watching these two teams.
Yeah.
It's like the weaknesses that we talk about are exposed tenfold. Like, the ball's gonna find you. They're gonna filter it to where they want to filter it, and it's like, who you want to filter it to? Who? Thomas Bryant? Fine. Thomas Bryant, bang, bang, bang. He hit 3 threes.
That was
This son of a
crazy.
bitch didn't even play.
I was so confused.
Who
bro.
are you?
The last time I saw him was when Wemby hammered on him.
It happened 2 games ago with Jarris Walker.
Yes,
I'm
I'm
like,
saying.
what?
They just put him in the game, just hooping.
And because it's like, all right, fine, we'll let him shoot corner threes.
Knockdown. Knockdown.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Let him shoot corner threes.
Yeah.
Because he's just going to bury him. And it's like, who can I filter this ball to?
Yeah. No,
Who?
And they're starting 5, all of them can shoot the tray.
Yes.
And I love
they're
the way,
flying
and I love the way
all
they play.
the time.
It's a lesson to like a lot of kids too with like basketball, right? Sometimes the quicker way to get somewhere is not a dribble, bro.
That's right.
Like, it's a conversation now of like kids learn to dribble too much.
That's right.
If you watch the Pacers, SGA gets his with how he gets his, but like they move the ball with passing.
You're right.
It's straight line passing. If I want to get somewhere, make a pass. Make a pass. You'll get it back.
Cut.
It's beautiful,
Move.
it's beautiful
move.
basketball.
It really
bro.
is.
It's like a upgraded version of what we tried to do the first couple weeks of here.
Yeah, right.
We tried to do
It's
this.
not unlike it.
Yeah, it's
It
like
is.
move your body, move the ball, move everything. I love to watch
And create so much space.
Yeah.
And then Siakam is obviously, you get the wrong guy on him, he's a bucket. Every time.
He's gonna walk you down, do a little spin move, layup.
They were fun to watch. They were fun to watch.
You see that video?
Because they just play a different. They are so much. I don't care what name is on their jersey, and I know people are going to hold it against them because it's not a big market. But my God, it is unlike anybody else.
No.
They don't look like anybody else in the NBA.
No. And I love
when you watch them.
Nope.
Take the name of the jerseys off. People say the Indiana Pacers. Watch them hoop.
Yes.
It is beautiful, ethical basketball.
Yes.
You see that video that's been floating around about their off-season stuff they did? Where Pascal got all of them together at his gym at his house.
Oh, is that right?
He did. I saw that.
You saw it, Rosa?
Yeah, I saw
He
that.
got the whole team together at his house. Was like, yo, I know we made the Eastern Conference Finals last year, people gonna think we're a fluke. We gotta get better. He had the whole team there, every single person on the roster. Him and Halliburton's on the phone like, yo, we know who the leaders are. Everybody knows their role. Don't be in these runs doing stuff you're not gonna do in the game. Do stuff you do with the Pacers. Don't do it. So it's like
Leadership.
I'm gonna see you the video. It's like a whole 2-minute video.
Well, and interesting you say that, because I've mentioned several times that there was that unbelievable, one of the best basketball articles that's ever been written in life is, I think it's called Summertime, but it's by Jackie McMullen, who's the writer for Sports Illustrated. And she wrote the whole thing after. So the Ray Allen shot happens in the Miami Heat series, right? And the Heat end up winning the title. And I want to say it was the Air Force Academy. I think it was in Colorado, where they got together, like they implemented during the summer what they were going to do. It was like the revenge tour.
Yeah.
And that led to what most people believe is the best basketball that's ever been played ever. Right? Which is that Spurs. And it was like
2014 Spurs.
And it was like you're making a decision within 1 second.
Yeah.
Like you're doing what you're doing and you're moving into space, but like the ball's not touching the ground and we are cutting and moving and whatever. And so it was like, here's why we lost, here's what we're doing, and now here's the revenge tour. And so it's interesting, as soon as you said that about Siakam, it's like we got to the precipice, but we lost. So now we've got to take the next step. How are we going to take the next step? And just an incredibly strange set of circumstances that led to this, because if I'm not mistaken, I mean, they had like a damn near losing record.
They did. It was
the first couple of months of the season.
There was people on TV saying they might not make the playoffs. Like it was, I think somebody like Kendrick said they we're not going to make the playoffs.
I mean, they're like 48-18 since January 1st.
When you ran through their schedule last week and you went through their losses, the games where they only scored like 90 or less, like it was how many, 5 games or something like that?
Most of them were before the calendar turned.
They were all like in November.
No, the last one was a random Portland game, February 4th at Portland. And that was the last one that they scored under 100 points until that 94 that they scored at game 5 or whatever it was. Yeah, because that was the reference point.
December 13th. Is when it started to change. Looking at their schedule, wins, losses, like December 13th.
What is their record at that point?
They were 10-15 going into that game.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
That's crazy.
They were 10-15.
I mean, that is a quarter of the season,
and
you were 5 games below 500.
And then December 13th started 5 straight wins.
Bro. It was probably one of those when they went 10-15. It was like, yo, everybody come in here. Let's take a seat.
Well, and you know what the other thing is, by his own account. And I've referenced many times that Jarrett Weiss article about Halliburton. He snapped out of it.
Yep.
He talked about how social media had taken over his. Like he really
like the Team USA
was
stuff.
Mentally affected in a massive way by social media. Like it's like, I can't do this anymore. It is. He even says it was affecting my play. And my confidence. I wasn't the same guy. And like, it's like a bulb went off. And it's like, I'm going to decide what I allow to dictate my thoughts. Right? And it's not going to be this because I'm not myself anymore.
It was the Team USA stuff, like being the
all of it,
the ball boy basically for Team USA, being trolled.
Yes.
Then he had the video of him and the girl.
Right.
Like, it was all that kind of stuff like building up. So you can understand why you start 10-15
Sure.
if you're the catalyst is not focused.
That's right.
Then
and he wasn't very good.
Exactly. So then he refocused and they started hooping.
Yeah, they were 10-15 at that point, and then 2 months later, exactly 2 months later, which is the start of the All-Star break, they were 30-23.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shout out to the sirs, Roser. What do you call them? Yes, sirs.
Yes, sirs.
Yes,
the yes,
sirs.
sirs.
Yes, sirs.
The yes,
Yeah,
sirs.
bro. Enjoy this finals, man.
Well, and the other thing that is interesting is I went and pulled up. I was wondering to myself, because the Knicks, in fairness to them, though they play everybody 100 minutes every night, it feels like, they kept everybody healthy. Like they did. And we wondered, and it's like, this is a battle of attrition and who stays healthy and who doesn't. And I went and tried to pull up what 5-man units played the most amount of minutes together in the NBA. You will be unsurprised that the Knicks are number 1, right? but listen to the ones that played the most. The Knicks, the Timberwolves, the Detroit Pistons, the Houston Rockets, the Indiana Pacers. I mean, and then, by the way, Indiana also has the 8th most used 5-man lineup. I mean, you kept your guys on the floor, and they logged a tremendous amount of time together, right? Like, that is and look, if you were going to go through it, you would say, okay, Minnesota ended up making the Western Conference Finals, had a lot of reps together as a group. The two biggest surprises in the NBA record-wise, you would say, were the Detroit Pistons and the Houston Rockets, right?
For sure.
I mean, the Rockets were the 2 seed, for God's sakes, right? So those were the two biggest surprises, and then you get to Indiana. It's like there's a real correlation here between how many of these teams got to keep their 5 guys on the court on a regular basis, you know? And not only did they have the 5th most that played together, they had the 8th most that played together. 2 different lineups in the top 10 that logged the most amount of minutes together as a group.
Yeah, that's crazy. And like the benefit of playing minutes together, like look at the 2 teams in the finals, like OKC and Indy, like 2 teams that are people consider power friendship basketball, like 5 guys connected together. Like juxtapose that to the Knicks, who just have one guy who just dribbles,
right?
Or the Timberwolves, respectfully, I rooted for them, but it's just a guy at the top who just dribbles,
right?
And everybody just watches him. The 2 teams that play off of each other, bro. I'm excited for the finals, bro. I'm lit for it.
Well, and number 2, the NBA Finals are set. So it is going to be Indiana versus Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is such a massive favorite in this.
Said minus 700?
I mean, but
One
how
of the
about
biggest
this?
in NBA history, right?
Yeah.
It is the biggest in NBA history. Did you guys see that? Was the 2001 Lakers.
Yeah.
That was the Allen Iverson steps over Ty Lue. That was the Philadelphia series. Number 2 was the 18 Warriors over the Cavs.
Okay.
96 Bulls over the Sonics. 99 Spurs over the Knicks. That was the shortened season. The 2000 Lakers over the Pacers. The 2002 Lakers over the Nets. And then the next one is the Thunder over the Pacers. Wow. Minus 700. I will say this. The plus 500 for the Pacers is, I mean, to me, again, you might just be burning money, but those odds are too big.
Yeah.
To me, the odds are too big just because you know that, like, we saw a 7-game series with the Denver Nuggets. Like, we did see that. I know they laid waste to Minnesota in this last round, but, like, these have been the 2 best teams since January 1st. And the Pacers have proven themselves. I mean, they knocked off a 64-win Cavs team, and then they just went and knocked off the Knicks. And so it's not that I don't think that Oklahoma City should absolutely be favored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but this
historically good.
But this is, I don't know, man. I feel like the Pacers aren't getting the credit that they deserve on them.
Yeah,
Plus 500?
I think it's
because there's so many random things can happen in a series, right?
The historical numbers, I think that one that like kind of flip it though. Like people see all the historical defensive numbers and all that, but OKC is like, yo, they may be one of those Warriors type teams, like juggernaut type teams. But I guess I ain't sleeping on the Pacers, bro. I don't sleep on a team that doesn't turn the ball over and that passes the ball, shares the
Well,
ball.
that's going to be it.
Turnovers is the thing.
Can Oklahoma City turn them over?
I just feel like 500 is like a wipeout.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, like a 4-0 type.
Yeah, that's a wipeout, right? Because once you get to, if you're saying you think the Pacers can win a game or two, now as the series goes on, you never know how this stuff is going to unfold. We know. You're a clipped player out of the air.
Absolutely.
You're a sprained. You know, that's why I'm saying the number seems awful big for a team that is not. This is a fantastic basketball team. I mean, I just watched them storm the Knicks with the Knicks having their backs against the wall. They put up 125 on them. And I think that's going to be a tough place to win.
Yeah, Indy's
I think that's going to be a tough place to win.
Two good crowds, bro. Two good Rockets crowds.
Yeah, I think they're both going to be amazing at home. More than likely.
Yeah.
I think, I'm with you, bro. I don't understand
It just seems high.
Yeah, it's way too high. Way too high for a team that played the.
I don't think they're going to. I don't think they're going to mow them. Do you think they're going to mow them?
I think OKC.
You think they're going to kill them?
Yeah, I think it's OKC in 5.
I say 6, bro. Either way, 6. I'm going Spurs in 6, but I think it's going to go 6 because of the style of play, bro. I think it's just going to be good up and down basketball. The turnovers is the thing I'm worried
That's
about.
what I think OKC this is perfect.
Hallie doesn't turn the ball over, but like.
Well, and the other thing is that and we know. It's going to be interesting to see. What is that turnover number for the Pacers?
Can these guys dribble against Oklahoma City? Like, Halliburton may not turn the ball, but these other guys, can you dribble against them?
Well, and here's the deal. They don't do a lot of dribbling. They do a lot of running and passing.
Exactly.
Like, they're not a isolation, you know what I mean? And the other thing is, Oklahoma City was brilliant at exposing your weaknesses. And that's the one thing that the Pacers do bring to the table. It's like there's not the natural guy to filter the shots to.
Yeah.
If Nembhard's going to make shots.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, he has shot way better in the playoffs than he did during the regular season.
Like that last year, too. He's a riser, bro. What do you call him, a riser, playoff riser?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hoops in the playoffs. But yeah, I
think Roser thinks the Thunder are going to kill them.
Yeah,
you do?
He's Dr. Thunder, bro. But
you do?
I do. I think they've been the best team in the league all year by a wide margin.
Competitive games, even if it goes.
It's just what they did to Cleveland and what they did to New York back to back that makes me respect it.
I don't know how good the Knicks are.
How good are the Timberwolves?
Yeah, I mean, there's. Yeah. I mean,
there you go.
You think the Knicks are better than the Timberwolves?
No.
Shut up.
No.
Yes, you do. Yes,
no, I
do.
don't.
Stop.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
Stop. I watched the Knicks. I watched the Knicks play, and I'm like,
you literally were on the show saying the Warriors would have won if Curry doesn't get hurt. So what are we doing?
You did say that.
Well, I think the Warriors are better than the Knicks with Curry.
You do not think the Knicks are not better than the Timberwolves. Man for man, come on.
What about the OKC team?
You saw a team that could direct Minnesota, and it was not pretty.
Yeah, go barrel on the court.
Their weaknesses get exposed in a massive way. Julius Randle got exposed in a massive way.
You think 20 pieces, Roser?
Do what?
20-piece burgers in the finals? You said
No,
they're going to mow them down?
I don't think everything's going to be like that. And I'm sure Indiana will get a game. I think it's
4-1.
probably 5.
You going 4-1?
I say 4-1.
Dang. I just watching the Pacers.
I think it's
going to
be a good finals.
Me too. I'm excited about it, bro.
But I think it's going to be fun basketball. I do think they're going to be fun. But I think the Thunder will win the series in 5 games.
Good, exciting basketball. Someone in the chat just brought up an amazing point about the NBA Cup. Have you realized this? Other than Netflix being the beneficiary about this, because they got the 2 stars on their show, starting 5. SGA has been mic'd up and followed all season.
Wait, they've already announced who?
Yeah, for the next season.
Who is it?
Hold on, I'll look it up real quick.
Last year stunk.
It was
for what?
Anthony Edwards and everybody else was lame.
So the starting 5 show.
Boring. It was so boring.
I quit watching. I don't even know if I finished
I got
it.
you. Hold on.
Anthony Edwards is awesome, and then the rest of them were boring.
So the starting
LeBron,
5.
boring. Tatum, boring. Sabonis, boring. They were boring.
So this is you got Tyrese Halliburton, who's in the finals. SGA, who's in the finals.
Jimmy Butler was even boring. How did they make Jimmy Butler boring?
I know, right?
How?
I heard some stuff about that, bro. By the way,
what?
They said that was a lot of that stuff was doctor. They said he's one of the worst people on earth.
Who? Jimmy Butler?
Yeah. So you got Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, who was in some crap with the Suns. SGA, who's in the finals. Tyrese Halliburton was in the finals, and your favorite player, James Harden.
James Harden was mic'd up.
Are they going to be with him in the clubs?
No, I don't know about all that.
Well, then it can't be entertaining. If they're with him off the
Netflix got to
court.
deal with that. But on the other point, the NBA Cup. Someone just brought up. Shout out Vance. The two teams that were in the finals of the NBA Cup the last 2 years and made it to the finals. The one you went to, Pacers. The year before, it was OKC. In the final, they didn't win it, but they were in the finals.
Yeah, and the Lakers and Bucks won them, and who gives a crap?
Roser, I'm talking about being in the finals of the NBA Cup.
And so were the Lakers and the Bucks, and they both won the NBA Cup, and they're nowhere to be found.
I am speaking facts. Fact. OKC
Stop
was in the
trying to
finals
make
of the
me
NBA
give
Cup.
a crap about the NBA Cup.
2023, the Pacers were in
Have
the
we
NBA Cup.
won an NBA Cup game?
The Grizzlies?
Yeah, we won.
I think we won one.
Yeah, we've won. Yeah,
one singular one.
Yeah, this year we
We're
won.
like the Showboats of the
I think
NBA
we
Cup.
beat the Pelicans.
I think we beat the
Pelicans.
We're the Memphis Showboats of the NBA.
Yeah.
They've won 5 games in 3 years.
Yeah. Stop trying to make me care about that.
The NBA Cup?
Yeah.
You don't care if the Grizzlies are in it.
Yeah, you will.
I mean,
Yes, you will. Because then we'll take the show to Vegas.
yeah, but like, I don't care if we win it. If we win it, cool. But I'm not like, yeah, we're NBA Cup
It means
champs.
everything.
It means everything, bro.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
We could have a parade.
Yeah, they said
Ask the Lakers and Bucks. It means jack crap.
Roser. I'm just presenting you facts. So you
Number 3, big market bias. Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
Look, all right, here. Let me go ahead and make my prediction right off the bat. The ratings are going to be horrendous.
Oh, it's going to be so bad.
No, it's truly going to be terrible. It's going to be terrible.
Yeah, it'll be bad. Yeah.
This is the first time that there is a non-top 20 market. Hey, did you see this?
Oh, was it?
A non-top 20 market in the NBA Finals since 1971. This is truly historic.
He said truly historic.
1971 is the last time there was a non-top 20 market finals. And that was the Bucks, right? 71. Who was it? Who was the 71 finals? I think that was Oscar Robertson and them, right?
I'm not that type of
because they're
NBA Finals.
But I mean, you know it's gonna happen.
They wanted a 4-game sweep, by the way.
Over.
It was Oscar and Kareem over. Who's the other team? The Bullets. The Baltimore Bullets.
Okay, Baltimore. Yeah, that's the last time. Well, I guess Wes Unseld.
I will say it was Earl Monroe, Wes Unseld, Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
That's 3 hoopers.
Yeah.
But they had Oscar and Kareem.
But so look,
I thought also interesting. This is the first time since the NBA has had the luxury tax that both teams in the finals are under the tax.
I like that one too. I saw that stat.
That's a good one for us.
Well,
that matters.
I will say, and in fact, I'm glad you brought this up because this is my whole point. We are small market proponents, so we love this finals. Like this is great for small markets. It is also great for teams and the way they were built. It's also great for, as you said, the money that was spent on these teams. The number one, if you go look at the salaries for this year, number one was Phoenix by a wide margin. What a disaster. Then Minnesota, and that'll be cut significantly, especially with new ownership. Boston 3, New York 4, the Lakers 5, okay? Then Milwaukee, then Denver, then Golden State, then Dallas, then Miami. You've got to keep going all the way down in this. Indiana was 22nd in payroll this year.
Yep.
Oklahoma City was 25th in payroll this year.
Yep.
So you had the 22nd and 25th payrolls. I mean,
you built a hell of a team, bro. You done it without spending no bread.
And also, you know what it makes me think about? It makes me think about that Shams thing, the quasi-report, whatever, about a week ago, where it was like, there will be more fireworks this offseason. People are expecting.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yes.
All these guys, all these rich guys, what the hell am I doing paying $100 million in luxury tax and the 22nd and 25th best highest spenders are in that's the way this stuff goes.
Well, and they've made
it's
it
like,
more.
why am I spending this? You spend because it gives you the competitive advantage.
Yeah.
Right?
And the tax
And
isn't
it's like,
dollar for dollar anymore.
Right.
It's higher than that.
So-
and you start to lose other things.
But it is a competitive advantage. I have better players because I spend that much more money than you.
Yeah.
It's the way it goes. Yeah. Okay. Look, you think about this, all right? And look, again, the results are terrible, so it's not a endorsement of Phoenix. Phoenix spent $55 more million in payroll than the Grizzlies.
Sheesh.
55. Do you know what you could do with $55 million? Of course.
Sign a wing.
No, a year.
Oh.
I'm saying you could spread. Imagine how much. If you want to spend that much, and they just did. They just spent that much, and obviously to horrible results. And you know that guy's sitting around like, oh my God, thank God I made $1 billion in the mortgage industry because
this team didn't do nothing for me.
Right, but I mean, you look at the money that these teams have spent, and you're going, okay. You think Phoenix is spending that again? You think Minnesota's spending that again?
Like even Boston's talking about like cutting theirs. They talking about cutting theirs.
Everybody's talking about Boston doing that again. Like New York will probably be the one that like spends the money, and they obviously they negotiated the Brunson contract, and it feels like he's going to spend it, and they're going to run it. Like they've got about a 3 or 4 year window because of the contract they got with Brunson to sign. But you think the Milwaukee Bucks are going to be spending that again?
Nah.
You think Golden State wants to spend that again? You think, Dallas, maybe? And with the new owners, obviously they've already, anteed up. But you're going up and down this list. But you think Miami was 10th?
Yeah, Miami's
They
gonna
stink. Dude, New Orleans was 11th.
Oh, they were horrible.
They had the 11th highest payroll. So when you say there's going to be massive action this offseason, you better believe it. Because when the 22 and 25th highest spenders are there, and then you go, who would you bank on going forward? San Antonio, right?
Yep. Where are they at?
They were 27th.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Houston was 20th.
Well, that's why you saw
and it's like
these GMs gonna have to do their job, bro.
Right?
These GMs are feet to the fire, Roser. Build a team.
You mentioned New Orleans, and that's why KOC had that report on Friday, basically like nobody is off the table in New Orleans. It's like, yeah, no crap. You got the 11th highest payroll, and you sucked,
bro. You going to
have tons of injuries, but
didn't hit the lottery.
Didn't hit the lottery.
These GMs, like, you can't just like you said, you just can't fork over money now. It's gonna be like, actual team building. Actual from top to bottom team building.
Which is something small markets have had to do for a lot longer than the bigger markets have. They've had to do this.
And we already got ours up here. We just got to worry about the meat and potatoes.
Well, and it's also like, you guys remember when I had that I did that whole study a couple of weeks ago about where guys were drafted and like where were the draft picks and whatever. It's like the best player on the Indiana Pacers was traded for. The best player on the Oklahoma City Thunder was traded for. The engines of those two teams were both guys that were traded for, right? So, and this was even Sam Presti's point years ago, which is obviously folly, which is don't redo the only chance that a small market has of attaining great players is by tanking out and getting a high draft pick. And that's just not so.
Chet's the only one they got that's a high pick. Yeah.
Because Jalen Williams, he was in the team.
Late lottery, SGA was trade, and he was late lottery too, even by the Clippers. And
everything else is evaluating talent, bro.
And the other thing is, and I hope this is, see, I feel like regarding our team, my opinion is, and I'm sure they would disagree with me. I know they disagree with me. I think they want that for the last 2 or 3 years, it's like, we'll do the big deal if we can get, what we want for what we want it for. And so you've heard the names come up. It's OG Anunoby. It's Mikal Bridges. It's Dorian Finney-Smith. It's
Cam Johnson.
Well, that Cam Johnson they didn't want because they didn't want to have Des, Ja, and Cam as the three guys defending. That's untenable, which is fair, right? Yeah. But look at the rest. Dorian Finney-Smith, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Jimmy Butler, KD. And it's like, bro, this is what I would say, and this is where they probably would disagree with me. I think, you remember how we were talking about during the NBA playoffs, and Chris Finch was saying, Anthony Edwards is doing a great job of getting the doubles and the singles. He doesn't have to hit the home run every time, right? Like, sometimes you just take what you can get, right? And it's like, I feel like we're always hearing about a deal that didn't take place because we're going for the big one. The one that, like, it's like, this is what's going to, like, we're only going to make this a move if it drastically changes our opportunity to win in the playoffs. Or does this, like, okay, if we attain this guy, how much does that move the needle in terms of getting where we want to get? And I think with both of these teams, you can sit there and you can go, bro, sometimes those doubles and those singles and doubles, right? Because that's not a home run. Like
the Aaron Neesmiths of the world.
It's the Aaron Neesmiths. It's the Alex Carusos. It's the Isaiah Hartensteins. It's right.
Yep.
You can go through these, and it's like, all right, I feel like we have heard for 2 straight years, ever since Dylan Brooks and Steven Adams were gone, it's about all these deals that didn't get done. And I think it's like, because you don't want to take the doubles and the singles that work around the edges.
But that's what gets
right?
you. That's what gets you.
But
to the home run.
but those might be the ones that actually like. And my point was always like, even when I would bring up guys and it would be like, why not him? Why not him? It's like, does that change our do you think that changes our championship odds? And my opinion was always, no, it changes your first and second round odds.
Yep.
That's step number 1.
Yeah, no, you got to be able to get out of the first round.
Because you're going to lose in the first round.
Yeah.
We knew they were going to lose in the playoffs day 1.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guarantee you
we knew it.
The Obi
we
Toppin,
knew that
Obi
this is
Toppins,
this
TJ
is
McConnell.
regular season good.
Yes. We knew.
You think Obi Toppin's a home run signing? No.
Is TJ McConnell?
That's a single. These singles and doubles, bro. And and it puts people on base to get you a home run, which is make it to the NBA Finals.
Right. And that's what I think.
And they also, those guys.
I feel like it's always something like we keep waiting for something that's going to move the needle a lot when maybe.
No, they're not. Yeah, no.
You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're.
That's what I feel like.
I'm with you. I'm with
it's
you.
Like, because we always hear about all these names.
Yeah.
It's not the big ones. It's not
and
the
then
big
it's
ones.
like, bro, the margins are where these teams turned into title winners.
Because you got your stars.
Right.
You got your.
They have them.
You got your. You've been building.
And by the way, Siakam was traded for too.
There you go. Like you making a sandwich, bro. You got the bread, bro.
The other thing,
bread's already there.
The other thing that you brought up, Deb, that is important that we don't have, or we don't have enough of it, is when you brought up McConnell, you brought up Toppin. Look at what their salaries are. Like there's real salaries that you could also, if you wanted to deal for something bigger, you could. They have a bunch of salaries that are in that range where you could package a couple of those together and send out and get something really, if you wanted to.
Because TJ's $9 million.
Yeah.
And Obi's makes $12 million a year.
Yeah.
There you go. And
we just have so many guys where it's like, you're making all of this money, and then we've got a bunch of guys who make no money.
Yeah.
And it's
Where's
like,
the middle, bro?
Yeah, we need like the Brandon Clark, the 12 and a half. We need the middle.
And honestly, what happens is like, bro, the way this happens is you have to have guys, and both of these teams have them, and we've talked about this, when you're operating in a small market. And the reason this is such a huge win is because this is how everybody's had to operate in a small market, and the trick is getting guys that outperform their contracts. An abundance of good players and guys that truly outperform their contracts. And when the Grizzlies were at their best and it was the most fun here and we're whooping that trick and all that stuff, you could go up and down the line and everybody was outperforming the contract that they were on. Even the stars, because Jaren wasn't getting paid like he should have been. Ja wasn't getting paid like he should. I mean, that's the way it was.
Yeah.
And the way it happens is you look down their list and you go, bro, Andrew Nembhard makes $2 million. And he was just dogged defense.
Hooping like Rince do, bro. Hooping like Rince do every night.
On Jalen Brunson.
Right. And now they've got their decisions. Indiana does. It hits them next season.
Yeah,
Miles
probably not gonna be there.
Miles Turner's a free agent, and Nembhard's salary goes from the $2 million to $18 million next year.
Right.
So Ben will probably be gone.
It's good.
They'll
Yeah,
probably
I mean,
keep
they're going to have to. Yeah, like
everybody's going to be making decisions.
Oklahoma City's got one more year before they got the Chet and Jalen stuff. Everybody's going to have to.
Right. But I mean, this is a big win.
And
it's a big win. And I know. And look,
it.
it's big. The majority of the media is in big markets.
Yeah, y'all had to fight Indiana and OKC.
I will say though, I have been a little bit impressed with the amount of people that are saying like this is going to be fun. Like this does feel like a real basketball fans versus casual basketball fans.
100%. If
You know what I mean?
if you love
the NBA
good ball.
and if you love good basketball, this is a fun matchup.
It is.
Yes.
If you don't, if you're just a casual guy who likes the stars, this ain't for you.
And that's the thing. It's funny because people complain about the basketball all the time. Like, it's funny because the casual people complain about the basketball, but now they're like, oh, I don't want to watch the basketball.
Can I also give the NBA one other little shout out? They allow these games to be super physical, and we have not had a big ref problem at all. How many times have we talked about, oh my God, that thing was mauled by the refs? marred.
Yeah, it hadn't.
It hasn't happened. It's been a good playoffs for that. Been a good playoffs for free-flowing basketball, and it's been a good playoffs for games not being ruined by officials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
It's been great.
Yeah,
They're out of the way.
It's been good basketball, bro. Like I said, we ain't complaining a lot about refs getting.
They're out of the way.
Yeah. It's bro, great, high-quality basketball. The best teams are in the finals. The best defense versus best offense. Yeah. What do you call it, Roser? One's got to give. Is that what it's called? Styles got to give. Best defense versus best offense.
Something's got to give.
Something's got to give.
You know what I meant, bro? Same thing.
The unstoppable force versus the immovable object.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
All right, take a break. We'll be back into this Chris Vernon Show.
Is your child a natural-born entertainer? Now is their chance to join the most talented youth dance crew in the Mid-South, the Blue Bunch. The Blue Bunch entertains Grizz Nation with their energetic dance routines and even have the opportunity to collaborate on performances with leading artists in the entertainment industry. Kids ages 7 to 17 are invited to show off their skills and personality for their chance to join the next generation of NBA entertainers. Open auditions are Saturday, June 28th. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
Creed. By overwhelming demand, the Summer of '99 tour returns. July 27th, FedEx Forum. With very special guest, Daughtry. And Mammoth. Tickets on sale now at livenation.com. Don't miss Creed with Daughtry and Mammoth. The Summer of '99 tour.
The First Ladies of FedEx Forum, the Grizz Girls, are known across the NBA for setting the standard for professional dance and entertainment, and they are looking for dancers to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. With the chance to gain professional dance experience and connect with the Memphis community, auditioning for the Grizz Girls is an opportunity you do not want to miss. Come show up at Open Call Auditions Saturday, July 26th at the Memphis Sports and Events Center. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions now for more information.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can, only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 up. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Jalen Wells is in studio right now. You took on tough, if not the toughest defensive assignment. When did you realize that would be your role?
And that's what I was working towards since training camp. I was trying to guard Dez, I was trying to guard Ja whenever I could, even if they're blowing by me, overpowering me. I really didn't care, because I was a rookie, so it's like, that's what's going to happen to a rookie.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What should the Grizzlies take away from this Western Conference Finals matchup?
The Grizzlies need more quality depth. Not just depth, quality depth. Well, what the Memphis Grizzlies can learn and take away from the Western Conference Finals is you can't talk about it, you got to be about it.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizzbeat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris
On one morning
Vernon.
bright and clear, my old folks and I drew near, just a village down in sunny Tennessee. I'd been speeding on that train that would bring me back again to that girl I left in sunny Tennessee. I could hear those voices singing.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Let's get back to 10 things. Number 4. All right, Dev, here's your time to shine.
What'd I do?
The New York Liberty.
Oh, they're the 2014.
What was that?
They're the 2014 Spurs. I texted y'all this, bro.
Okay, so you did text us the 2014 Spurs, and you text us the box score 100-52.
Yeah, bro, they're the Spurs, bro.
What is happening?
They broke the
So
record.
they are 7-0. They won the title last year,
They won
right?
the title last year, yep.
Yeah.
The whole team came back. They added another piece to the team.
They got
That's
Brianna,
Cole.
right?
Yeah.
And Sabrina.
Yeah, and they added Natasha Cloud, who can hoop too. Like, she's cold.
Are the Connecticut Sun the worst thing ever?
They may
Is
be
this
the
like a combination of they're pathetic and they're amazing?
They may be the worst WNBA team in history. Like, I compare them to that first Bobcats team.
How do you win by 48?
Because they played against the Bobcats.
Yeah, that's like UConn women stuff.
But did they not get an awesome player for being terrible last year?
Ooh, the Connecticut
Yeah.
No, the Sun. No, they didn't.
They didn't get
They
an
didn't get a
awesome
draft
player?
pick. No, because this is what happened. They got stripped in the offseason.
Why?
Just imagine this. I'll put it in NBA
What do you mean
terms
they
for
got
everybody.
stripped?
I'll put it in
It was
NBA terms.
152.
At one point, it was like 98-30. It was like 97-30. It was so bad. I'll put it in NBA terms for y'all, for the people out there. Just imagine if the Grizzlies, or like let's say with the Grizzlies, right? In the offseason, we go through the season, blah, 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 didn't get a high draft pick. In the offseason, our starting five gets wiped out by another team. So we're playing our starting five, our opening night starting five is Scottie Pippen, John Conchar, Cam Spencer.
I mean, that sounds like a playoff game.
Yeah. Well, how does that happen?
Their
Though?
team
Like,
got
how does their
wiped out,
whole
bro.
starting five get wiped out? Why did they not bring any of them back?
The players wanted to get out of there. Their best players left. Like DeWanna Bonner left. They all
Their
left.
best player is Tina Charles.
And Tina Charles is like freaking 45 years old.
She's a legend. I know who she is. I know who Tina Charles is.
Tina Charles is like 45, bro. Like their team got wiped out, bro.
Yeah, but how did they not have a high draft pick?
They're trying to get out of Connecticut. They're trying to move to Boston. So they're tanking the season out.
All right, so the number 1 pick was Paige Beckers, and then where did the Connecticut Sun? They didn't have a high pick
bro,
last
I'm telling
year.
you, they were good last year.
Yeah, because they weren't. I remember
They were
that.
cold last year.
Oh, that's right. They were the defensive team.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
In
right.
the offseason, bro, the whole team got stripped. The whole team was like, yo, we want to get out of here. So Marina Mabry was the only one left. She's like, yo, I want to leave too. So she's the only one left. So she takes all the shots.
All right, they have 1 win this season. So who is the?
They are.
What team did
they beat? Wait, they beat Indiana.
Yeah, they
Oh, that was after Caitlin?
Yeah, after Caitlin.
85-83, they beat Indiana.
What?
That's their 1 win.
Yeah,
and then they turned around and lost by 48.
Bro,
They must have really celebrated that win.
Oh, they had so much fun in Connecticut and Mohegan Sun.
It was Friday night.
Yeah,
Friday night they won in Indiana, and they probably tore it down. And then went back and then played at New York and got beat by 50.
They have been the Connecticut Sun since 2003. From 1999 to 2002, they were a different team in a different city. Do you know who they were?
What years?
Were they
99 to 2002. Dev, you need to get some
99,
merch.
2002. They weren't the Monarchs, no, were they?
No, they were not the Sacramento Monarchs.
Charlotte Sting?
No, they were not the Charlotte Sting.
They were the Miami team?
No.
Hartford?
You're in the right state, though, Dev.
I'm in Miami?
Tampa?
Miami?
Orlando?
They were the Orlando Miracle.
Bro, I don't remember that.
From 99 to 2002. Get you some Orlando Miracle merch,
There was an
Dev.
Orlando Miracle?
Yeah, I don't remember them, bro.
Is the Atlanta Dream still around?
Yeah, they're
Yes.
still around.
Oh, they are?
I will say we need another WNBA team in the South. So Nashville, get it together.
They are.
We need another.
They say Nashville's going to get one.
We need another team in the South real bad. But so they traded. So DeWanna Bonner got traded. This is the 2014. Dejana Carrington got traded. Brianna Jones got traded. Marina Mabry's still there. Tiffany Mitchell, I think, is gone now too. Alyssa Thomas is gone. So all their players, bro, like I said, all their players after the last season were like, yo, we want to be traded.
It's also incredibly strange for there to be a team in Connecticut.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, what is it? Where do they play?
Mohegan Sun.
They're owned by the Mohegan tribe.
Yeah.
Oh,
and they're
okay.
moving to Boston, though. They want to get out of there and go to Boston.
Well, I guess they are.
Yeah.
Connecticut's small.
It is.
You know what I mean?
It is.
That's the Miracle. Is that Bicky Hamming?
Dude, you can get Homage has Miracle merch.
The Orlando Miracle?
It's a great name.
It is a
That's
good
a great.
name.
That's a great.
How
name.
long were they around? You said 3 years?
99 to 2002.
I'll
Man,
be
they packed
damned.
them up. But no, bro. Like I said,
The WNBA was around in 1999?
Yeah,
one
it
of the first
was.
seasons.
What year was the first season?
Yeah, because the Comets won the
They won like
title.
the first 4
they
titles.
won the first
this year.
3 or 4 titles.
What year did the WNBA come around?
96, 97?
Oh, okay.
97.
97 was the first season.
1997. All right.
So it's Vernon and they're on a collision course with the Lynx. So it's the Liberty and the Lynx. It's
the
the best
Lynx.
two teams. Yeah, they're the best two teams.
All right. Well, 100 to 52 is no chill
Oh,
in a WNBA.
Oh, who do the
Their
Lynx have now?
Their
They beat
point
them by
differential, bro.
50.
Their point differential for the season, just the Spurs thing. This is how the New York Liberty are the 2014 Spurs. Their point differential for the season, they're 7-0, plus 20.6.
Oh my gosh, they're killing
Yeah,
everybody.
their point differential is 20 points.
They're beating the crap. I'm telling you, bro. They're beating the crap out of everybody.
Who do the Lynx have?
The Lynx are second, and they're plus 8.3.
Well, who do they have now?
It's literally 12
Lynx
points
got
different.
Nafisa Collier, who's cold.
I know, I've heard of her. What? Sylvia Fowles retired, didn't she?
That was like 5 years ago, Roser.
Yeah, but see, I know
Kayla
she is.
McBride's on their team. Courtney Williams is on their team still. Lana Smith, they got the rookie, so they got a squad. It's their second year together.
Nafisa Collier is the awesome one.
Yeah, she's the scorer.
She's
the bucket.
26 points a game, it says.
Oh wow,
Yeah, she's a bucket.
that's impressive.
But nah, bro, that Liberty team.
And the Lynx haven't lost either. They're 7-0.
That Liberty team, bro. If you want to watch some basketball, bro, they shoot so many threes. What the hell was that?
That's our buddy Brad. He's a big Lynx fan.
Yeah.
It's his Lynx call.
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow. He's a Lynx
Lynx.
fan. That's what he
Also,
does. Yeah.
I rock with the Lynx because they have one of the best post-game celebrations in the W. They all do the electric slide after the game.
Oh,
After
nice.
they
I
win.
saw you post that.
After
that
they
was
win,
cool.
they do the electric slide together. So yeah, watch out for the Liberty, bro. Y'all want to watch some good hoops? They're like the Spurs.
All right. Number 5, Scheffler the Machine. I'm
Hey.
wearing the Scottie Scheffler shirt today. So, Scottie Scheffler now, in the last 30 days, has won the Byron Nelson Classic, the PGA Championship, the Charles Schwab, and the Memorial, which is Jack Nicklaus's tournament yesterday. That's almost $10 million in 30 days.
Oh, that's nice.
And
Golly.
I mean, it's every record in the book too. Like he's right up there with the Tiger numbers at this point. It's getting scary.
Yeah.
Where it's like he had that like wrist thing and he had the surgery and like then like wasn't himself and Rory had a run there for a minute and it was like Scottie wasn't totally all the way back, but like now he's gotten all the way back and it is freaky time because it's like for Jack Nicklaus, it's hilarious because he's 100 years old,
right?
But he's there at the press conference last night. And he's like, those are nice players. You guys saw the press conference. He's like, those are nice players up there. He's like, but Ben Griffin, Sepp Straka. I mean, these are nice players, but I mean, they're not. He knows they're not on his level.
Yeah.
It's like, God dang, jeez, man. Come on, Jack. You ain't keep it that real. He's like, these guys are not on his level. Like, and he would just mow them down. And then the funniest thing was that you're watching it, Jim Nantz is like, he's a machine or whatever he says at the end of it, right? And he goes over to the side. By the way, he had a kid a year ago.
I mean, he didn't actually have the kid, though.
His wife did, married him. Had a kid a year ago, and he's won 8 tournaments since he had the kid. So it's like, okay, I thought you were supposed to turn crappy when you had a kid.
Stronger.
I know.
Made him even better.
And Meredith hands him the kid, and it's all on the hot mic. And she's like, be careful, he's got poop all over his back. And you see the kid baby.
Yeah, you see the poo stain.
A poo stain on the back. I'm like, this is real life.
Real dad
This is
stuff.
real life, yeah. Real life.
She doesn't
Bennett
care.
Scheffler.
Yeah, she's like, congratulations on winning the tournament. Here,
Kid's
take
got a-
the baby with poo
Yes.
on it.
The kid's got a poo stain on his back.
And I'm tired of carrying him.
Yeah. And so, anyways, no, he won again. I mean, like, the stats are just freaky. I mean, every single week. And it's like, he's not exactly Mr. Charisma by any means, but like it's very like a Tennessee in the way that like we talk about these guys like individual sports need dominant characters with a lot of charisma, and he's not Mr. Charisma by any means. But he is so damn dominant that it's now like, okay, I gotta, you know what I mean? When you win that much, it's very Federer-esque, right? Where it's like Federer ain't like, he ain't super interested in anything outside of him being amazing at tennis, right? Do you know one thing about Roger Federer? Nothing.
No,
I think
the only thing I know about your
seriously.
boy is he got almost arrested.
Right.
That's the only thing I know about him.
Super street cred for going to jail at the PGA in Valhalla,
Shout out to him,
Louisville.
bro. Yeah, shout out to him. That's the only thing I know about him.
Well, also you should know he wins everything now.
Yeah.
All he does, like he wins every single weekend. This was Jack Nicklaus's tournament at the Memorial, and so he's been mowing everybody down. If you win this much, but they dress him like crap. Nike is falling off.
Oh no. In the Nike gear, in the golf
It's
gear?
just, I'm just saying, like, hopefully they're gonna have like a relaunch. But
Ew, I just typed in the Scottie Schefflers on Nike.
No, he dresses so. It's so only
thing.
You could type Scottie Scheffler's like golf stuff in Nike, and it's all just
even
like,
with Rory, they got Rory too, and they got him, and they've got like a couple of their other guys have left. You know, Jason Day does Malba now, and that's all cool stuff, and they've got other. But and obviously Tiger's got Sunday Red.
And to your thing with Nike in 2018, you just said Federer. What do I know? This is the one thing I know about Federer. In 2018, he left Nike.
Oh, it started on Cloud.
He got a 3% ownership stake in OnCloud.
Yeah.
In 2019, bro. Do you know what that 3%? It was valued at $180 million back then, dude. That thing is. Gotta be like 5x now.
I saw a buddy on Bill Street. I saw a buddy on Bill Street walking to work this morning. Boy had the high top junks on.
Those are the Federers.
For real?
They're the
high top
Raj.
on clouds?
Dude.
He had the junks on Bill Street at 9 a.m. this morning.
Hey, they're called the Raj. You know how I know?
Yeah, how do you know that?
Because I saw them at Roser's place.
That's cap.
No. Not
At the
your
Fleet-
place.
Oh,
yeah.
Nordstrom Rack.
Oh, yeah.
They have the Raj, yes.
They got the.
They've got a lot of pairs of them. If you want some high top on clouds, they say Raj on them.
Really?
R-O-G.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then get
Buddy
you
had
a.
them junks on
They stay.
But why are his high tops?
Well, stay and get you a 14th and Union Polo too while you're there.
You're the worst, bro.
14th and Union.
Bro. Get you a deal.
You
Rosie.
really do need an endorsement deal with them.
We're gonna get you a
You would
commercial.
be literally the only person to ever
That'd
have.
be great. Hey, that place is slammed all the time.
No,
so.
I'm talking about 14th and Union. Not,
Yeah.
Nordstrom
Well, I
Rack.
think it's like their brand. Like,
oh, it is?
I think so. Yeah.
It's house brand.
Yeah, house brand. Yeah, it's like the house brand. Yeah.
Gotta get you a deal.
You know,
bro.
you go to like Dick's Sporting Goods and you see like the DSG clothes. Yeah, it's the house brand. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
That's what it is.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that, bro.
Yeah, they do. They have a lot of
the
DSG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
shout out to them.
Because I had to go to Dick's for my daughter needed a bathing suit, so I took her up there and I told Devin, bro, they have a crazy amount of Caitlin Clark gear.
Yeah.
They're pushing
And I
it,
was
baby.
like,
they're
that
pushing
is
the movement.
You know what? So since we got off on this, it is downright pathetic how bad Nike has fumbled that. This slow launch is crazy. She is the most popular athlete ever.
Yes.
And it's like, what are we doing? Why are they doing this? What is the slow rollout for? They've got, like, the same way they had LeBron. It's like, bro, you could be owning the. Is it just because they don't want to make everybody else mad?
No, I think her.
Because they did that. They made sure they got the Asia Wilson out. And Asia Wilson, I know you like her. I know you've got the shoes. Asia Wilson plays like Tim Duncan. No little girl is watching Asia Wilson and being like, it's like.
I also have no idea what Asia Wilson looks like.
I mean,
I'm not even gonna comment on that one. But
I know. Like, I have no idea what she looks like.
She's like a Tim Duncan character.
Yeah, no, I know.
I think her
a,
personality
she's
is
a
way
big.
more like she is.
But that's the kind of basketball player she is.
Yeah.
You know
Is
what I'm saying?
Caitlin Clark the most famous American athlete under the age of 30?
I think
She might be.
Bro, I'm telling you, Dick's Sporting Goods in Memphis, Tennessee has a Caitlin Clark
Like,
section.
she's not,
like, what are we talking about? How does Nike not have the CC ones and the, I mean,
they're doing a slow rollout. They're doing a slow rollout.
They did the same thing with Ja, too. They took forever to put out Ja stuff, too. They took forever.
You said something about the girls aren't looking to be age that they are, but that's fine. Yeah, it's just they're doing a slow rollout for Caitlin. Girls are want to be Asia though. She got the crazy influence, bro. Crazy influence on the young girls. Crazy, because a lot of girls don't have anybody to look up to really, to like look at and like see who they hoop like. Like a lot of girls are hooping like.
I'm talking about the way they play basketball.
Well, I'm saying like
she doesn't play fun. She's not fun to watch.
But she's getting girls into basketball. That's what I'm saying. Like
You
there's
think
girls.
so?
Yes, I know so.
She's
For
not
a
fun to
fact.
watch.
I know for a fact that she has influence over young girls. Like a lot of girls look at her and like I want to dress like Asia on the court. I want to wear these Asians because Asia wears them. I think Nikes, they are slow rolling. They're dropping the ball on that, but you can't downplay how influential.
She's not a fun player to watch.
I'm not talking about the watching thing. I'm talking about.
Well, that's what
I'm talking about influence. You said no girl looks at her and wants to like. A lot of girls.
No. The same way we talk about how like bigs in men's basketball, you go out there and you want to be like Steph Curry because everybody can act like Steph Curry, but you can't act like you can't act like you're freaking Tim Duncan.
No, I ain't saying
you know what I mean?
I think she has influence over girls.
I'm not having like post moves and whatever else. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're right on that, but I think she has an influence over a lot of influence over like the younger generation.
Well, she doesn't move the needle ratings wise at all.
Yeah, the team is
nobody cares.
The team is not very good anymore either.
Right. Where the whole point is, Dick's Sporting Goods in Memphis, Tennessee has Caitlin Clark gear everywhere.
They're not.
Like, what is that?
They're not good.
How is that possible?
They're not good.
The Las Vegas
They
team?
fall out like it's just Asia, bro. It's like remember when LeBron was in the finals that time when she leads the team in points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks. Like she leads
What
the team.
happened to Kelsey Plum? Why isn't she there
she's in
anymore?
LA, bro,
I know.
Doing videos with Superfan Vivian.
I saw that. Man,
Kelsey Plum?
Yeah, she's in LA
I saw
now.
that.
Shout out Superfan Vivian.
She's a spark.
She's a spark.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I feel you though. But yeah, Kayla, CC, we need the CC one.
Strange.
They should bring Kelsey Plum back. That's when the fall off started. No J. Cole.
I'll tell you this, Rosa. The Aces played the Sparks this weekend. They beat them, but that's fine. But yeah,
never mind.
But I want to ask you the question about the Scottie thing. What can make people care about him? Because people don't care about him.
No.
A personality?
I'm saying, like, what, can a brand do that?
That's the thing.
Can a brand do that, though?
I mean, they have tried, but he doesn't care about that stuff. If you ever see, like,
yeah,
he's like the no distractions guy.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So there's a guy who lived in Memphis, Parker Sexton, who's Jimmy Sexton's son.
Mm-hmm.
He was actually his college roommate. And so I know Parker well. Parker actually works for the Celtics now.
Okay.
But I know Parker well, and a couple years back when Scottie started cracking, so I had gotten Max Homa and Harold Varner and Fina. I had a bunch of guys that I had reached out to that I had met through the Masters updates of the PGA Tour, and I was getting them to do the "That's What's Going On at Augusta" thing, like we were doing the promo video, and I had a bunch of people, like I had country music stars, rock stars, golfers. Jenna Sims, you remember? I reached out to everybody and got them to do that. So I reach out to Parker, and I'm like, hey, man, I know this is late notice, but I need you to help me get Scottie. Because, I mean, this was his college roommate, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I actually know somebody that could get a hold of him. He's like, dude, I might be able to get to Meredith. He's like, but I will not be able to get to him. It was like the weekend before a tournament or whatever was leading up. It was before the Masters, obviously. But he's like, once he gets to town, he does not have a phone.
Really?
No. Gone. He's like, I might be able to get a hold of Meredith.
He's that locked.
And he's like, I might be able to get him. And what's crazy is I was watching, he did a bit with the foreplay guys, the Barstool guys. It was a video that I watched online. It was actually a cool video. It's like he goes and they play 2-on-2, but he has to use their clubs. And of course, right, it's like, that's when you start to realize. I remember, like, there was about maybe a year ago, I was playing in this tournament, and there was a kid that was out there, was a college kid. They had like lined up for this tournament I played in. They had lined up like caddies, to go out with the different teams. And so there's a lot of college kids. There's this college kid who and he played at like, I can't remember what school he played at, but he played college golf somewhere. So anyways, we get up to this one hole, and I was like, I told him, I was like, you want to hit the drive? Like, you've been out here with us the whole day.
Yeah.
Bro, he took my driver and hit that bitch probably 360 yards. And I was like, well, I guess it's not the driver. And so that was the point. When I'm watching this video, Scottie Scheffler, he's playing with somebody. They just handed him a club.
Yeah.
He's just firing at pins. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any difference, right? And the guy that was with it, Frankie, who's one of the foreplay guys, they set up the video where it was like, we're not friends anymore. He doesn't return any of my texts. And he's like, for 2 years, he's been texting him randomly, like here and there, like different stuff, congratulations on this, or hey, congratulations on the kid, or whatever, or hey, we're going to be down in Texas. Do you want to do? And he never got a response, ever. Like, it just went like that. And so he says to him when they're in this video, like they set all this up before, and then Scheffler shows up, and they're like, "Are you going to say anything to him about it?"
Yeah.
And so he's like, "Hey, Scottie," he's like, "Did you change your phone number?" And he's like, "Actually, I did." And he was like, "You did?" Dang. He's like, "Well, I've been texting somebody for like the last 2 years." He said what he did. He said tournaments, it got too much. There's too many people texting him, too many whatever. He said Meredith and his dad and his caddy and one other person had his phone number. That's it. It's the only people that had his phone number. But what was super funny is he said that the guy, they gave his old phone number to some guy. So this guy gets texts and calls all the time. People trying to get a hold of It's the worst.
That's funny. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, he got to do some marketing.
But he just doesn't. No, he doesn't care about anything about golf. Nothing. Just golf. He doesn't. You never even see him do like interview. Like he never like is really sitting down and doing stuff and what. No, he has done barstool stuff.
Yeah.
He has done.
Like that's the most like notable thing I think he's ever done on your shirt.
Yes. People don't know. He's just a great golfer. That's what he is. Damn. And he's just. And he was even on that thing. He was like the. He was on the Netflix show, and he's just not.
Yeah.
He's just a guy. And he even says, like, they talk to him about, like, winning all these tournaments or whatever, and he's like, I don't know. He's like, I guess it's just, I mean, I go and play in these tournaments, and then they go my way, and I win. He goes, but then I go back home, and life's the same. Like, nothing changes.
Some people like showing a personality,
nothing,
my guy.
Nothing changes for us, really.
That's just who he is.
Yeah, it's just who he is. It's what he is. He's been a golfer his whole life. I saw this video the other day, and it was like, it was this Texas junior amateur, and it's this news story they did on the best golfer, and then it's Jordan Spieth, and he runs away with it. And they were like, but right behind him, 2 young phenoms, and they show Scottie Scheffler, he's like 12, and Will Zalatoris is like 11 or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, good grief, the Texas Junior State Amateur was loaded. And Jordan Spieth's like, yeah, these kids are unbelievable now. Jordan Spieth's 16 in the video. Good Lord. It's crazy. But yeah, he just keeps on winning, but he's not like... I mean,
he doesn't care about this.
He doesn't care about it. It's
it.
very Roger Federer-esque.
He's good at golf.
He's just great at golf. That's what he is.
I can't believe you said that. I'm still mad about what Roger said about Asia Wilson. I'm
going
to fight you for that.
What? I don't know what she look. Yeah, I have no. She could walk in here right now. I'd just be like, oh, that's a really
Scheffler
tall.
Can walk in here right now.
I'd be like, that's a tall. Yeah, you would because he's on Chris's shirt. So you know what Scottie Scheffler looks like.
Bro, that looks like a dude I might see on a Saturday night, bro.
Probably did see him on a Saturday night, too. Exactly. That guy was at Italian Fest for sure. Scottie Scheffler was at Italian Fest.
Shout out Asia Wilson, man. No smut.
She's awesome.
No smut.
She's not famous like he.
Well, I wasn't throwing smut on her. I just don't know what she looked like. That's more about me, and like I just.
You're not just tapped in, Rose.
I'm not tapped into the WNBA.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Like I know what Kelsey Plum looks like. I know what Caitlin Clark looks like. I know Candace Parker. Does she still play?
Okay, I was worried.
Candace Parker's on TNT.
Well, I know, but she also.
Candace Parker does not count. Name a current black basketball player that plays in the WNBA.
We said Tina Charles.
Oh, boy.
We said Tina Charles.
Oh, boy.
Although I don't know what she looks like, but I know who she is. We said Tina Charles. Let's see.
You should have said Angel
Reese.
Reese.
I do know Angel Reese. Yeah, I do know Angel Reese.
I'll let you get out with Angel Reese.
I would for sure know Angel Wilson. But we saw her. She was hanging out with Jaron at the All-Star game that year. She was doing a bunch of
now she got a personality.
A bunch of the Mountain Dew stuff.
Yeah, she got a
back in the day. Yeah, she was a huge,
huge
college star.
Did a camp here once upon a time.
She did do a camp here. That's right.
Yeah, for Christian Brothers girls.
Oh, I know the girl who got into it with who Caitlin Clark is getting told she looks like Screech. It was Ryan Howard.
Ryan Howard played first base for the
I know, but isn't the girl's name Ryan?
I'll give you $20 right now if you tell me what team she plays for. Jalen, don't tell this dude in the headset.
Oh, she's who was it?
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, she's a mystic.
She is not a mystic.
Oh God. Oh.
Atlanta Dream, Rosie.
She's a dream. Oh, yeah. I was close. The East Coast, Eastern time zone.
She played college ball at Kentucky, bro.
I knew that. Yeah, I did. I knew the Kentucky thing. I did know that, actually.
Rose almost got put in hell, boy.
Take a break. Take a break. Okay, you passed the test, Rose.
Passed the test. Let's go.
Thanks to Jalen. In our headset.
Say Angel Reese.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll do what we watched on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Grizzlies fans know it's the team that gives you the edge. Big River Steel does too. And much like the Grizzlies have recruited legendary talent, we want you to be part of our team. Are you ready to be part of something legendary? Then visit www.bigriversteel.com. That's www.bigriversteel.com.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
You've seen the Grizz line jamming on the court and rocking out on Beale Street, and this is your chance to join the best drum line in the NBA. Grizz line entertains Grizz Nation at home games and events in the Mid-South through their impressive techniques and energetic shows. If you have experience in drumming and marching and love entertaining, Grizz line is the perfect opportunity for you to combine percussion and performance. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Sign up today by visiting grizzlies.com/auditions.
1, 2, 3. Ready, go.
Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum, Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
For Jaren Jackson Jr. in 7 years to have the following resume is very impressive. Second team all defense this year. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's a 2-time first team all defense, 2-time leader in blocks, made the all rookie first team back in his first year in the league.
You left off defensive player of the year.
And defensive player of the year.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Jalen Wells is in studio right now. You took on tough, if not the toughest defensive assignment. When did you realize that would be your role?
And that's what I was working towards since training camp. I was trying to guard I was trying to guard Dez. I was trying to guard Ja whenever I could, even if they're blowing by me, overpowering me. I really didn't care, because I was a rookie. So it's like, that's what's going to happen to a rookie.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Last week, I gave you the update about my son Kevin in terms of having to choose.
The decision?
He picked Tennessee State.
Oh, my heart, Mike.
The next day, we got an email from the director of Tuskegee's program laying out everything that they were going to be doing. And he flip-flopped.
There we go.
He flip-flopped. So he's going to be going down to Tuskegee.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Outside with the G's and the homies. OG fresh out ducking the police. White t-shirt, locs on, riding dirt trick. Don't talk to me when I'm counting up money. Yeah, west side.
All right, we're back. Chris Vernon Show. Number 6. What'd you watch? Oh, so I was on Friday night. I got out of having to pick my son up from Italian Fest because he went to a sleepover. So I ended up, I was just scrolling around, and I ended up watching this thing called Tiger 2000. It's a 25th anniversary of Tiger Woods' 2000 season where he won 9 tournaments and was in the top 5 in 8 tournaments and was never outside of the top 25.
Yeah.
And I watched it. It was like, I guess a Golf Channel had done it or whatever. And like they had like all the videos of his, like all these shots that took place, and then like his opponents talking about it. It was the most humiliating thing ever. Like at one point, he won the U.S. Open by 15 strokes at Pebble Beach, and then turned around and won the British Open by 8 strokes. He won 2 majors by 23 strokes.
That's
and I was
awesome.
like, okay, everybody needs to watch this and see what. And it's crazy to watch it back. All these years. I mean, that's 25 years ago. 25 years ago, he pulled it off. And obviously, we're just talking about how great Scheffler's been this year, but man, this was ludicrous. And to your point about how, like, there was nothing boring about him.
No.
Like,
Tiger
oh my God, he was
dude.
doing the craziest stuff ever, and he was doing, fist pumping, and like, he was so cool. Everybody.
Tiger was the wave.
He was the wave.
Yeah.
Man, and
so I watched that thing, and then I can't remember what else I watched. I don't think I watched any shows or movies.
Yeah, one night of basketball this weekend. Huh?
Yeah, I know. And then the Saturday night, obviously, I watched the Knicks and the Pacers.
Yeah.
I don't know. You guys got anything?
I moved all weekend, bro. I was in hell all weekend.
Dude, Dev, I saw you tweet that, and I was like, man, that is so true, because I've been in like a slow move. But you don't realize how much just crap you have until you move.
I'm like,
just got stuff.
Just stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just finding stuff with tags on it. I'm like, when did I get this, bro?
Yeah.
Where did this come from? It took me 3.5 days to move this weekend, but that's all I did. Move
So
my
you
stuff.
didn't even get to watch anything. Do you have your stuff hooked up yet?
My stuff is, I'm getting my shots to my guy at the barbershop. He gonna mount my TV today.
I hope it's not the guy that fixed your car.
No, not the same guy. Not the same guy. Different guy. Shout out to my guy at the barbershop.
There are guys like that. They kind of do everything.
Everybody got a
sell
guy.
DVDs, sell pantyhose, and mount TVs.
Pantyhose? I don't think people wear pantyhose
Oh, we gotta do it.
anymore.
We gotta do it at my
Do
barbershop.
they have pantyhose?
We have a dude that comes to my barbershop that sells pantyhose.
Is there? I mean, I guess robbers wear them over their face, but
That's
like,
not.
do people?
That's the most 1971 thing.
So are pantyhose. When is the last time you saw a chick wear pantyhose?
I don't talk to girls that hang out at the cupboard, bro. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, bro? But no, it's
I like the cupboard.
Yeah, of course you do.
I think I've only been to the cupboard once.
That place is disgusting.
I haven't had it in forever, but I used to like it.
They don't use seasoning there.
Yo, come on.
But
Well, it's a restaurant. You got your own salt and pepper shakers. You can do that yourself.
Dude, people, Rosa, you're supposed to season the food, bro.
I'm with you, but if they don't, you can do it yourself.
But no, to your point about pantyhose. No.
What, did he sell them loose?
Yeah,
Does he have them in the eggs?
He have them like the little.
Don't they come in like an egg?
He have like 5-pack of them just, bro. We got him. We got.
This is the guy that's gonna mount your TV.
No, same guy. Shout out Big Bang. Big Bang's supposed to mount my TV.
Big Bang.
Big Bang, yeah, Big Bang.
That's a good
He
name.
mounts
Wow.
TVs. He fixes Rokus and he cuts hair. Shout out to my guy.
For what? What's he gonna charge you to mount your TV?
To mount. I think he's gonna do it for the strength. I hope he does it for the strength. Ask my dad. I hope he does it. But no, I don't watch that because I'm trying to get my stuff moved, bro. It's doing all this stuff by myself is hard.
Why didn't you ask anybody?
My dad helped me Saturday. My dad helped me a lot. But like having to like go through my clothes and like I had to go grocery shopping yesterday. I'm like, bro,
adult life.
This is
adult
tough.
life.
Yeah. This is tough.
He's adulting.
I'm adulting, but no, I watched a lot of YouTube this weekend. It was fun though, bro.
Roser?
I watched. What did I watch? Oh, I watched the first couple episodes of the first season of The Wire again because I hadn't seen it in a while, so I wanted to throw that on. I went back to yoga this weekend. I have not done yoga.
I'm proud of you.
I have not done yoga in probably 6 months.
Yogi Roser?
Can you still downward pigeon?
Downward dog. I do yoga every day, but I just haven't been into a yoga class.
Roser, when you walked in, was it like Jordan with the 4.5?
It was Jordan with the 4.5.
You know what? At the very end of first of all, Allie, who you know, Dev, she goes,
she went to
"Oh
high
my
school."
gosh," and gave me a hug. I hadn't seen Allie in forever.
Shout out
When I
Allie,
got
man.
done, one of the girls who runs the place, Johnny, she comes up to me. She goes, "How was it?" And I said, "Still got it." I still got it.
Roser.
You still got it?
Eagle pose was tough. Still own half pigeon. Own down dog. Own Warrior 2.
Wow. Warrior 2.
Except, man, dude.
Wow.
My hamstrings.
Why don't they just call
been-
it Jonathan Kaminga?
We're calling it the Moses Moody.
They call it the pod dozer.
Yeah,
They're
the
calling it
pod
that.
dog.
So you were locked in this weekend?
Yeah, I did yoga.
Okay.
I went to dinner at Hog and Hominy.
Yeah, so
Eat local.
Here's a quick story. Friday night, and I know you never want to claim to be anything like us, but you're obviously adulting and getting old. So Friday night, we have a discussion Friday afternoon. Gary's in here. He's going out to Italian Fest. And then we all start talking about Italian Fest. And it's like, yeah, Italian Fest. I was like, hey, I got to drop off William anyway. And then as the night starts to unfold, I go and drop off William, and I'm like, hey, is anybody going? Gary's there. And he's like, Gary, I was like, how late are you going to be there, Gary? And he's like, until my kids start acting like D-heads. And I was like, all right, so that ain't going to be long. And then, and then I text you, and you're like, we just ate at Hog and Hominy, and I'm really full. I don't think I'm gonna move off this couch. And then I text Devin. I'm like, hey man, the Time Fest. He's like, hey, I'm moving my stuff right now. And I'm like, okay, bro. Like, all right, okay. One guy is saying he's leaving when his kid, and I'm like, I've got to drive back there to pick up my kid anyway. And then my kid calls me before I can go and is like, hey, can I spend the night at Lucas's house? And I'm like, for sure. I don't even know Lucas. I don't know Lucas's mom. I don't care. Yes. Does that mean I don't have to drive over there and pick you up?
Stay right there, bro.
My answer is yes, but talk to your mom. And our mom's like, what's his mom's name? What's her number? What's it? Where are you guys going? When do I pick you up? And I'm like, yeah, you deal with all that. I was like, does this mean I don't have to come pick you up? And he's like, yeah. He's like,
perfect.
Lucas's mom's picking us up. And I was like, for sure. Yes. Because I knew Gary was not going to be there for all that long. He's moving. You're sitting on the couch full. And I'm like, it was 8 hours ago, and we were talking about how awesome it would be to all go to Italian Fest. This is being old.
Did life happen? We're like,
none of us want to go. None of us really want to go.
I sat there, I was like, shit.
No.
We just want to think about, like, we could be cool.
That would be fun. It's going to be nice out, and it's going to, that would be fun.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't.
Then I started doing stuff, and I was like, ooh.
No.
I can't move, bro.
And
I've been
and you
moving
know
packs
what?
all day.
It happened again Saturday night to me. I was like,
You went out to eat again?
Well, yeah, but we thought
God,
about
Roser, you are Johnny to eat out.
We walked up to Patrick's, which is right across the street from Italian Festival.
Yeah.
Literally
Great
right.
food, by the way. Great food.
Patrick's, dude, their wings.
Used to eat there in college. All the time.
Freaking awesome.
That place been there forever.
Very much slept on.
Their hot wings are awesome.
Really?
Yes. So left there, walk back home.
Wait. You were across the street from Italian Fest eating? I mean, that's unbelievable.
And you did go in? And we walked there. So it's like we're walking back home or we're walking across the street to Italian Fest.
Yep.
And we walked back home because I wanted to watch the Knicks-Pacers game. But then I thought, you know what? After Knicks-Pacers, I could still get over there.
Sure. No chance.
No, we went to Ben & Jerry's. We drove to Ben & Jerry's. I was like, I did hot yoga. I freaking pressure washed the driveway.
Yeah.
I want some damn ice cream.
At least I went out and talked to. I was in public on Saturday. We went to barbecue shop Saturday morning. Shout out to our black men in Memphis sports media. We had our lunch Saturday. Our boy Sam put it together. We put all the black men in Memphis. We ate lunch together at barbecue shop.
Black men in Memphis sports media.
I saw the shark there. I saw the shark in that photo.
The shark was there.
Yeah,
the
shark was there. Shout out.
Shark was
Parrish.
there.
Shark.
Parrish, yeah.
P1 to Shark.
Colin was there. Colin was in the building. Our boy Leon was there. Sam was there. We had a nice little collection of people at the
Where did the black journalists eat?
Barbecue shop.
Barbecue shop.
Oh, fire rib tips, bro.
Hey, that's my uncle.
For real?
Yeah.
That's Cat. Who?
It's Eric Vernon, right?
Oh, for real?
That is his name.
Tapped in.
He's black.
Oh,
He's
okay.
Y'all get some barbecue
Isn't it
spaghetti?
Eric Vernon? Isn't that the one that owns a barbecue shop?
I know their foods. I haven't had barbecue shop in
The
forever.
guy that owns a barbecue shop's name is Vernon. I'm serious.
They got that barbecue spaghetti.
Oh.
Yeah, Frank and Hazeltine Vernon.
Frank and Hazeltine. I thought it was
Brady,
Eric.
yeah.
I thought it was Eric.
No, it's not Eric.
I think it was.
Oh, Eric Vernon. There you go.
He's the manager?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's a third generation owner of the barbecue shop. Yep.
Okay.
Shout out Eric Vernon, man.
Yeah.
Great service,
Great name.
great food.
Did you get barbecue spaghetti?
I got the rib tips.
I saw your plate. You had a good plate. It's a good looking plate.
Rib tips with
Barbecue
the barbecue
shop
beans.
is so good.
Yeah.
Y'all sleeping on the barbecue shop, bro. It was
So good.
Did that, then did some more moving. My dad helped me. Then I went to Slaughter Inn and watch the game.
Gotcha.
Then went to, I got to give this shout out for our people. 8 and Sand. Go hang out at 8 and Sand.
Is it good?
Bro. The best spot in Memphis, Tennessee in the summertime to catch a vibe.
Really?
Yes, bro.
Where is that?
It's the hotel.
Central Station?
That like bar area, bro. If you want
It's
like
great?
good like adult vibes, they got DJs in there every weekend.
All right.
Get you a drink. 10 out of 10.
Jalen said 10 out of 10 in my
the
thing.
best spot. Don't blow the spot, but it's fun though.
All right.
Well, you just did.
Yeah, you just did.
All our listeners aren't crash outs.
Number 7. Stanley Cup Finals are set.
Hey.
You're Mr. Hockey. Who you got? You don't know.
No, is Papa Jones' son in it?
It's the Panthers versus the Oilers. Again, it's a rematch.
Oh, that's lame.
Oilers.
It is.
Best player.
Who
They
do we root
don't
for?
have the best team. The Panthers
Nah,
have the
I'm
best
rooting
team.
for the
Go
Panthers.
Oilers. McDavid.
Well,
I'll give you a reason to
how
root for
about
the
this?
Panthers after the show.
How about this? Here's one of the
Kodak Black.
No, I'll give you a reason.
I remember
Hey,
that.
here's one of the things. If the Oilers, who did not win last year, if they can win, I did not realize that this was a thing. That a Canadian team has not won the Stanley Cup since 1993.
Ain't that they sport?
Yeah. But I mean, it's you're
yeah,
still part
a
of
team.
it.
And
But
that
I mean,
was-
there are a lot of great franchises. Montreal,
Yeah.
right?
Patrick Waugh.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many?
But yeah, no. You think they still got Montreal. They still got Vancouver. They still got Toronto.
Toronto is
Ottawa.
Ottawa Senators. Toronto Maple Leafs.
It is kind of wild.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
bro.
Winnipeg Jets. The Calgary
Winnipeg-
Flames.
1993 is the last time.
They beat the LA Kings 4-1. Yeah. Wasn't that Gretzky?
The Oilers beat the Kings in 6. Then they beat the Golden Knights in 5. And then they beat the Stars in 5. The Panthers beat the Lightning in 5. Then they beat the Maple Leafs in 7. And then they beat the Hurricanes in 5. So both of these teams won their conference finals by 4-1 margins. But game 1 is actually, I think, Wednesday night is going to be the first night. Wednesday night. And this is crazy. I went and looked at the line. Oilers minus 115, Panthers minus 105.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is dead even.
Dead even.
Dead even.
Go
So just
Oilers.
Pick whoever. The favorite to win the MVP is your guy, Connor McDavid.
What did my boy Seth Jones at, bro? What Papa Jones' son at?
I don't see him.
Oh, no, on there. That's tough.
No.
No, he didn't make the list?
I don't see him. No.
Dang it.
12th Stanley Cup Final rematch in NHL history. The 5th in the expansion era, 1967-68, and the first since 08-09. The past two occurrences were the Penguins and the Red Wings in 08 and 09, and the Oilers and the Islanders in 83 and 84.
Okay.
How about that? So it's been a long time.
It has.
It's been a long time. So anyway, that's starting on Wednesday night is going to be the Stanley Cup Final. You're saying go Oilers?
Yeah, go. I just said McDavid, best player.
I'm going to go Panthers because of Seth Jones.
All right.
Papa Jones' son.
Is he still on the team?
Yeah, he's still on the team, bro. What's wrong with you?
You sure?
I'm locked in. I'm Mr. Hockey, bro.
Okay. We'll knock out the last few on the other side. Chris Vernon Show.
Have you always dreamed of entertaining on the biggest stage in Memphis? The Claw Crew is looking for members to join their team for the 2025-2026 season. Claw Crew members are hardworking, high-energy entertainers who assist Grizzlies home games by hyping up the crowd and much more. Not only do they support the Grizzlies on home games, but also promote in Memphis and across the Mid-South. Open auditions are Saturday, August 9th at FedEx Forum. Visit grizzlies.com/auditions for more information and to register today.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Good defense.
Durant attacking, spinning, hanging, and hitting.
That's so show. Let's go.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
For Jaren Jackson Jr. in 7 years to have the following resume is very impressive. Second team all defense this year. He's a 2-time All-Star. He's a 2-time first team all defense, 2-time leader in blocks, made the all rookie first team back in his first year in the league.
You left off Defensive Player of the Year.
And Defensive Player of the Year.
Tune in to the Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt live every weekday at 8 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
How about Mr. Irrelevant coming from the Memphis Tigers? Yeah, how about that? New England Patriots
Second
took
time.
Memphis defensive back Kobe Minor with the 257th overall pick.
If you're the player getting drafted at that spot, it's almost better to go undrafted and pick a place as an undrafted free agent to sign with where you have a better chance
But
of
you get a
sticking.
lot of stuff. You get a parade. I
They
think you
do?
go to Disneyland, I believe.
Mr. Irrelevant goes to Disney?
I think so.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Last week, I gave you the update about my son Kevin in terms of
Has
having
he
to
made
choose.
the decision?
He picked Tennessee State.
Oh, my heart, Mike.
The next day, we got an email from the director of Tuskegee's program laying out everything that they were going to be doing, and he flip-flopped.
There we go.
He flip-flopped. So he's going to be going down to Tuskegee.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify.
Welcome back to the Chris Vernon Show on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app. Now, back to your host, Chris Vernon.
Just be cool. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence. We survive. Two-seater snapping, girl. I'm happy it's just you and I. Throwing dead presidents. Look alive. Party is the evidence. It's a vibe. Celebrating excellence.
Back. Chris Vernon Show. Let's knock the rest of these out. Number 8. Number 1 and number 2 in college baseball both are gone already?
Yeah, bro.
I mean, just as soon as we say, like, as soon as, look, I am one of those that does not keep up with the college baseball season until the very end, right? Like, there's a lot of people that do this with the NBA. It's like, all right, tell me when the playoffs are starting, right? That is how I do with college baseball.
Yeah.
Like, I'll watch the, when you tell me something big is on, I'll watch it.
When they're going to
Keep
Omaha.
track of it. Yeah. Hours after Wright State,
bro,
beat Vanderbilt in the 9th inning and knocked off the number 1 national seed in the NCAA tournament with a 5-4 victory Sunday in Nashville. The number 2 national seed, Texas, was eliminated by Texas San Antonio. Go Roadrunners!
Yeah, shout out to the AAC.
AAC! Let's go! In the Austin Regional Championship. This is the second time since national seeds were introduced in 1999. So that is 26 years that the top 2 seeds were both eliminated in regionals. The only other time was 2014, and Oregon State, the Beavers, and Florida were both eliminated back then. So unbelievable to have the number 1 and number 2 seeds both get ousted. Vanderbilt was the 4th national seed to be eliminated and became the first number 1 to get bounced out of the regionals since UCLA in 2015. Holy mackerel. That is crazy, huh?
That's wild, bro.
Yeah, and Wright State you mentioned.
Yeah.
Famous alumni. Nicole Scherzinger.
Really?
Yeah, went to Wright State.
I just saw her in Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, you were.
to the
Yeah,
Raiders,
she was
man.
great.
Shout out to the Raiders. Who are we rooting for, though, in this, bro?
Huh?
We rooting for anybody?
Well,
in this?
isn't the Mississippi schools are still in this, right?
Yeah.
They're still in it. Like Ole Miss and Murray State actually play today down at Ole Miss.
5 o'clock, yeah.
Yeah, that one's going on. All right, so here, you tell me. You got LSU. Little Rock, I saw where they beat LSU,
Bro,
right?
they're like
and so now they're 27-33.
How they get in the tournament, bro?
Crazy, right? There's an elimination game, though. If you want to, LSU is minus 3,000 to win. Ole Miss lost the first game and then put 18 up on the board yesterday.
Yeah,
I saw
against Georgia Tech. Yeah.
All right, so Southern Miss is still left, Miami still left, Tennessee, Wake Forest, Oregon State, USC, North Carolina, Oklahoma.
Is Auburn
Any
in
of these matter to you?
Go Rebels.
I've been hearing about Auburn a lot.
Yeah, I saw Auburn. Yeah, I saw something about them.
Arkansas, they went to the Super Regional.
Blue Pig Suey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Auburn is going to the Super Regional.
Okay,
I can see myself pulling out the hog hat.
Yeah.
For Arkansas.
Do you think you might want to be John Hogg?
Well, I gotta go with the Rebs right now. You know.
Oh, John Rev.
Yeah, Mike Bianchi doing a great job down there in Oxford.
It is crazy. You scroll through. They fired him.
They did,
didn't they?
Did they fire Mike Bianchi? He won their only national title.
Oh no, the guy at what's it called got fired. I'm sorry. The guy at Mississippi State is the one I was thinking of. The one at Mississippi State got fired. What's his name? They really are like using an interim coach.
Wait,
Mississippi State.
hold on.
The guy that won the national title like a few years ago. You remember Mississippi State and Ole Miss won like back-to-back?
Oh, it's Mike Bianco.
Bianco.
Bianchi is a sports writer.
Yeah. From Orlando.
Yeah, right. My bad.
What's the guy's name in Mississippi State? That guy, they fired him.
Was it Cohen?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, he got fired like last week, didn't it? I saw
A
that
couple
it was
weeks
like
ago.
Recently, yeah, I saw him on timeline.
And that's the only national championship in Mississippi State history.
Dang,
Chris Leminis.
Is that who it is?
That's the guy who got
that's
fired.
who they fired.
We're tapped in, bro.
Yeah, we're really tapped in.
We're tapped
Mr.
in.
College Baseball.
Man.
Number 9. At least we're not Rockies fans. The Rockies got swept again, and they are putting together history.
Yes.
They're 9-50.
9-50?
Bro, yesterday, after they got swept, that is their 4th 8-game losing streak.
That's
already.
That's generational ass right there.
9-50, the worst record through 59 games of any major league team in the modern era. Downright historic. 1901.
Generational ass, bro.
Generational.
Mariah Mills level.
They have been swept
Golly.
10 times in 20 series.
Yeah, we've
What do
got
they do?
a.
Do they try?
And it
Like,
all
Hey, all right, here you go. Here's trivia for you, Roser.
All right.
You go even deeper into the record books, and Colorado is the 3rd fastest team to the 50-loss mark. Behind only, there are 3 teams that have lost 50 games faster. But I told you, all of those happened before 1901.
Oh.
So we're testing you.
All right.
How about this? No. I'll even tell you the cities, and you've got to tell me the mascot.
The Huntsville Redhorns.
Nope. The 1884 Kansas City.
Oh, Blackjacks.
No.
Blackjacks.
Cracker Jacks.
Antelopes.
The
Diamond Boys.
The 1884 Kansas City Unions.
Oh, the Unions.
That's a terrible name.
The 1876 Cincinnati.
Bungalows.
No, it actually has a. It has a correlation to the team now.
Guardians?
The Reds?
The Red Stockings.
Oh, okay.
The Cincinnati Red Stockings.
I was gonna guess you said it had something to do with the city. It's like the Skyline Chili.
So those are the two.
Chili boys.
So they are really chasing history. The 2025 Colorado Rockies have yet to win 10 games this season, going 9-50. The only teams that got to the 50-loss mark faster than them were the 1884 Kansas City Unions and then 1876 Cincinnati Red Stockings.
Good
Man. Dude.
Todd Helton did not go down for this,
By
bro.
the way,
Larry Walker didn't go down for this, bro.
And right behind them is the 1889 Louisville Colonels.
Oh, the Louisville Colonels.
I know them.
We may have a parlay opportunity tonight.
How is this even a thing? How are they 9-50 in baseball?
So that's what I'm saying, bro. You gotta make a mistake and win a game every now and then.
They play the Marlins tonight down in Miami.
Okay.
So you know they just drank away their losses last night. The Rockies did, and then we have a chance we can parlay that with the Tigers, who are against the White Sox. The White Sox are god-awful, too. That can get you plus 115.
They call that the generational ass parlay?
Yeah, Marlins, Tigers win parlay.
Last year, the White Sox went 39-121.
Yeah.
That is a joke.
They're 18 and the White Sox.
That was the White Sox.
Yeah, they're 18 and 41 right now.
No, and the Rockies are trying to beat it.
Yeah. No, they are.
Hey, the most losses ever is actually the 1899 Cleveland Spiders.
Oh, the Spiders. Shout out to the Spiders, man. Shout out Richmond. Shout out Jacob Gilliard.
Do you know my great grandfather, Paw Sam? That was my mom's grandfather. I knew him because he was like in his 90s when I was a little kid. He was born in 1899, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was like, I know somebody from the 1800s. I wonder if he watched that Cleveland Spiders season.
He might be there. Yeah, he might have known about it.
Hey, Pro Ball Sam, do you remember when the Cleveland Spiders lost 134 games?
That's tough, bro.
Well, let me tell you all about it.
And number 10, tonight, we don't have anything.
Watch Raw.
Find whatever you want to
Go
watch.
watch Raw. They just released my boy. They just released my boy R-Truth. Shout out R-Truth, a.k.a. K-Quick.
WWE Raw, because we've got until Wednesday until the Stanley Cup Finals start. We got until Thursday until the NBA Finals start. And so you can just watch these baseball games or find something on Netflix, whatever you want to do. I ain't got nothing to recommend.
Yeah.
I
do
don't.
what we do, not go to Italian Fest.
It's going to do it for today's show. Thanks to Devin Walker. Thanks to John Roser across the glass. We will be back tomorrow. Until then, we gone.